the journey day 3, part 2, because the transmission just ended while I was literally in the middle of a sentence. So it is. Oh my God. This would have taken me out a couple years ago. I would have been so upset. So anyway, how I made it through the hardest year of my life was that I showed up for myself. I showed up for my healing, my business, my people, my message, my book, with love. And the synchronicity of taking the time today to walk and listen to my coach's podcast, which was about self-love and why it's so hard for helpers to have self-love. I was like, ooh, I need to hear what she's saying about this. It was like perfect. I was like, oh my God, this is exactly what I needed to do, what I needed to hear. To be filled with my soul's love, to show up and shine today. So, you know, it's interesting because why this happened, why the transmission died. Because first of all, I was getting close to wrapping up and doing an activation. So maybe just like, I don't know. I have no idea. I actually moved it to Wi-Fi, although normally I stay on my 5G with, you know, T-Mobile. Maybe this activation is supposed to be just its own entity. And maybe, you know, it's not like I don't want to have a cliffhanger, right? I was literally in the middle of a sentence and it just hung up on me. But I just am trusting that, like, this is all divine. So, one of the gems of the time of helping my mom, and I did say this to her once, was just, you know, being honored to be able to be her caregiver. And it was a blessing and it was a gift to help my mom through that. As painful as it was, as hard as it was, as difficult as it was, and it was, as you saw in the last 2 videos. Today was about the frequency of the alchemist that I'm bringing, and the angel that I'm bringing today is about holding myself in compassion. Part of how I made it through the hardest year of my life per square inch was loving myself through it, was having compassion for myself. I purposefully sit here when I do these because Kuan Yin is the goddess of compassion and she has my back. My soul, the frequency of my soul is compassion and she has my back. And the angels, right? The angels, the archangels. How did I get through the hardest year of my freaking life? Hello? Angels. Literally angels. I prayed harder and more than I've ever prayed before. I had people praying harder and more than they ever have before. To bring peace, to bring closure, to bring healing, to bring relief. And yes, it was hard to witness my mom in pain. When I wrote a book about pain, I mean, holy cow, talk about going through the eye of the needle. It's like, I just wrote this book about pain and pain relief, and my mom was in excruciating pain. Can you imagine how hard that was to walk through that? But I believed in the relax, release, receive process. And I realized I couldn't gift it to her beyond giving it to myself. Because, and I don't want to say she was too far gone or anything like that, because I know that I brought her relief and there were so many ways I helped her. She resisted it too. She had her own unintentional models. She had her own fears. She had her own pain body. But I did bring as much relief as she allowed. And so we're gonna activate with Shamuel today, the angel of self-love. Do a little activation. I pulled a card. But before I went on, because I was like, okay, how can I bring the frequency of the alchemist today and this energy of love and self-love? I mean, you cannot make this stuff up. Worthiness. Be a living embodiment of inner wholeness and self-acceptance. Let your dignity radiate into the world. This is what my coach was talking about today in her holding your self-love is holding yourself in high regard. And I was like, oh my God, that's what this says, right? Inspiring others to embrace their own worth. You are crafted from sacred light. This is something my mom struggled with. And I struggled right along with her with it. But the angels helped me to reclaim my divine worthiness. Hello, welcome. Say hi if you're here. I know the transmission got cut off and we had to come back. It's okay. This will be part 2. The old Jill, this would have taken her out. The new Jill's like, happened for a reason. Who knows why? My mom struggled with this. More about that later. So this, it feels perfect, right? Me holding myself in dignity and high regard and love through the hardest year of my life is what helped me get through it. And I want to bring that here right now. So what I'm going to be doing in the Alchemist, the Angelic Alchemist membership, is a monthly transmission, a simple teaching, an embodied practice, and an archangel activation, right? Bringing you the medicine of my book live, current and live, right? So that I can activate the inner alchemist within you so that you can get all the gems of the journey that are here for you, right? Because there's a gem that, like, I'm so happy I went through those 2 hard videos and I was so super authentic and vulnerable and all of that to get to today where I'm just like, I'm so proud of you. Right? Spiritual pride, divine worthiness. I'm proud of myself. Like, that feels so good. Because other people would say to me, oh my God, you did so much. Oh my God, like, why do you feel regret? Why do you feel bad? Like, you did everything you could. Like, you were amazing. Like, people would say that to me. You were amazing, what you did for your mom. I think one of my cousins said I get the MVP of the family. And I was like, thank you. I didn't know this was a thing, but I appreciate it. You know, like, I did it. And I don't know if she meant it from I did it with grace or if she meant I just survived it and I didn't die. I don't know. But I was like, I'll take the MVP of the family this year. So I bring you the medicine of Shamuel, and we're going to bring this pink tourmaline in here. Ooh, isn't she beautiful? The frequency of receptivity, the frequency of love, compassion, acceptance, everything this card says, everything I'm bringing here today. So I'm going to bring Shamuel here for a couple of minutes. So take some cleansing breaths. Alchemy is invitation plus intention plus R to the third, right? How do we get from the lead to the gold? We start with invitation. So welcome your angels here. Welcome their light. We especially welcome the rose gold light, the rosy pink light of Archangel Shamuel. So see yourself in a bubble of pink light. Or the other thing I'm sensing or feeling, depending on what you need, maybe the bubble's like, oh, I love this pink bubble of light. It's almost kind of like Glinda and the Good Witch bubble, but it's a little more angelic than that, but similar. Or maybe you just have this pink light pouring down from the heavens, from the sky, from source, and it's just pouring through the chakra channel, pouring through the body, and it's just filling the spaces and places within you that need healing. So we welcome the highest vibrations of love and light. The love, the peace, the acceptance of Shamuel to fill your heart, to open your heart. And then set that intention, right? What do you need to release to feel more self-love? What do you need to receive to align with self-love? Maybe it's self-love, maybe it's something else. Maybe there's a flavor. Like for me, I feel like it's holding myself in high regard. Like that's what I feel like I'm receiving, and I'm releasing pain. Like pain, my own pain, because I got injured the other day. So I still have some pain in my body. And also like emotional pain that I've been carrying from this wound and from my mom, pain, like absorbed pain and like my own emotional pain. So I'm releasing pain and receiving high regard. That's my intention, so set yours. What do you need to release to love yourself deeper or more? What are you receiving to step onto that plane of self-love to heal this pain, whatever it is? And giving yourself permission to soften, to relax. Relax your shoulders, your belly, your roots. Relaxing your emotions, just creating space for whatever part of you needs to be seen or heard today, whatever part of you needs worthiness or love. Let your mind relax. I saw this really cool image with a client the other day that Archangel Zadkiel was violet flaming her thoughts and my thoughts. It's like putting the violet flame in all the negative thoughts and painful thoughts and old thoughts and worried thoughts. And I was like, whoa, right? Why? It's not because they're bad or good or any of that. It's so that you can connect with your soul's frequency. So let your mind soften, if even for a breath. Actually let yourself tune in to the space between your breath. Where you live, your soul's frequency. Your intuition, your creativity, the miracles. And then let go spiritually. I'm willing to surrender this pain in my gut, in my shoulder. I'm willing to exchange all pain for peace. And then Shamuel stepping in, right? He's bringing this energy of like, you are the beloved one. He's bringing this energy of you are the instrument of peace. So he's got this dove of peace that he hands you. And some of you, he's putting it in the crown. Some of you is putting it in the heart. Some of you, he's giving it to you in the roots. So just notice where you're receiving, Shamuel's dove of peace. This symbol of peace, this vibration of peace, this medicine of peace. And then Alchemy 101, we release to receive. So what can you release in this moment? What layer, what wound, what judgment, what harshness or self-harshness can you release to feel the peace that is your truth, that is your, is your truth, the peace of who you are, the peace that surpasses understanding, right? And he's just bringing in that peace that surpasses understanding. It's like, I don't know. You don't even need to know what you're releasing. Actually, sometimes that's even better. It's like, I'm just willing to release whatever barrier to love. Oh, there you go. So thank you, angels, for drawing near at this time. Revealing to us what we most need to know. I feel Shamuel coming in with a hug. This hug of peace, this peace of worthiness, of understanding. That just feels so good. Because your peace matters. Your peace of mind, your peace of heart. Your inner peace matters. So just receiving a final blessing from the pink tourmaline, from Shamuel, from the pink light. As we seal our inner journey, we dedicate the healing that you've received today to all our relations and all directions of time. Feel, see, hear, know, trust. Your angels are here bowing to you with love and devotion. Sealing our Archangel Shamuel activation with a namaste. Namaste. Okay, seriously, that felt so good. Ugh, I just love the angels. And I love all of you, those of you taking the time to be here with me. I'll send both of these in my newsletter, part 1 and part 2. And it's perfect, right? Because this was like the activation, and if people want to skip my story and just go to the activation, they can. Let me do a gentle invitation to the alchemist, and then I'm going to keep talking about this because literally this is my heart right now. So who's that? I only see a number 1 there, so I know a bunch of you were on here before, so thank you. Tad, Bea, Lauren, Ginger, anyone else who was here. I know we had 2 transmissions. Okay. The Angelic Alchemist membership is a sacred year-long membership. So you're saying yes. If you say yes to this, and I want to say this. My prayer is that this offering, right, this membership, is an answered prayer to you. So I'm looking for those people. And I don't know if looking's the right word. Looking, magnetizing, aligning with, I don't know. It's all of that, right? It's not like I'm looking like, where are they? It's like, I'm here. Find me. I'm here, right? For those that this is a holy nirvana, yes. And I'm going to tell you a funny story about holy nirvana, yes, another day, because that's another story. Got a lot of them. But I also want people who understand what that means without me explaining it. So if that's not you, it's okay. But maybe you're watching this and you know somebody this is for. You're like, hold on, this is for this person. Send it to them. Share it with her. I love that. So that this is an answered prayer, right? You're like, this is what I've been looking for. This is what I've been waiting for. This is what I want. Like, yeah. Okay, let's play. And in those 90-minute workshops, they're live and recorded. And we are creating a sacred community, a safe, sacred, and sovereign community. Part of the sovereignty is that it is virtual. You're in your own sacred space. Hopefully, eventually across the globe. Right now, we're probably starting with the Chicagoland area. And hey, I'll be happy if we touch a couple other states, eventually global, eventually nationwide, eventually global, right? So we're connecting all the earth angels across the globe. And maybe that's why I'll end up changing the time. But right now, the first workshop starts on the 18th. So March 18th is workshop number 1. Excuse me. It was the 4th and I moved it for a lot of different reasons. And then after that, it's the first Wednesday of the month. So mark your calendar now. If you're yes, mark your calendar so you can join us live. And in those divinely guided, soul-led activations, I am going to be sharing a simple teaching, an embodied practice, and an awesome archangel activation. So if you like this 5-minute activation, you're going to love the 25-minute activations we're doing, right? Where you really get, you walk out, like here's my goal, right? You come as you are. You can come heavy, sad, grieving, traumatized, in pain, fearful, anxious, whatever. Come as you are. And that's a nirvana nod to my mom. Come as you are and leave later. Every single offering I do, whether it's free or my highest price point of my coaching clients, whatever I do, I want it to be a space of transformation. You come one person, you leave another person, you leave transformed. That's my intention. I've had that expressed intention for a long time. I mean that with my lives, my podcasts, my workshops, and of course for the alchemist. Come as you are, leave lighter, leave transformed, leave a different person, leave glowing up. That's what I want. I want the people who want that. I'm attracting those people. I'm aligning with those people. And I know right now, it might be less than my intention, intention will be, but eventually, right? So it's $222 for the entire year. Yeah, for a whole year of activations. I did this on purpose. I want it to be a low investment, high impact transformation where I can touch and connect with more people. So I want it to be an easy yes. That's why I made it $222. I have other offerings that are a lot more than that. I have my coaching programs, which are thousands of dollars, right? Where it's one-on-one. This is a group, right? Because we're creating the sacred community of light workers, I don't even want us to use the word warrior anymore, right? Even though some of us are, right? Of earth angels, of cycle breakers, of alchemists who are ready to do the work, or devoted, and then wanna, blow up. All right, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'll try to remember to put the link in the Facebook page. In the comments, but all of it's on my Facebook page now. So you'll see two, because there's the opening ceremony, which is March 18th, and then the rest of them are the first Wednesday of the month, and then I was able to do a reoccurring Facebook one for that. Do you know what I mean? Because I originally was going to do all the first Wednesdays of the month, and then I needed to move it to the 18th for a couple different reasons. So anyway, I love you all. It's on Zoom, 7 to 8:30 p.m. Central Time for now. We're doing evenings. I might be shifting that, in the year or two into daytime or weekends or whatever. I don't know, but that's what it is for the year. And I feel good about it. So I love you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I hope you have a happy Friday. And yeah, I'll be back on Monday for gem number 4. My gem was I love myself through it. I had my own back. And I hope this resonated with you today. And I'll see you soon. Okay, bye.